Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Um, I hope every single one of you is doing well. Thank you again. This is Sniper Entry Crash Course, June 2026. Like I said, it is a crash course, meaning that we want to take a small amount of time to be able to cover a lot of volume. So, it will be stressful. It will be stressful. So I don't want to say too much. These are the series of videos I promised you. I promised to make for you, like follow videos, in order that so that you can have something to fall on anytime we are not in our live classes. Something you can rewatch and rewatch over and over, in order to solidify the knowledge that you're able to gather from our live classes. Yeah, but one thing that I'm not happy about is the assignment. Every assignment I give, I don't really like um, the attitude with which you people are responding to them. Like, this was the first assignment, and I told you I didn't. This one you're not supposed to submit. It's just for you to go and get like a revision. Do like a revision, so that anytime I ask question, I will not have to. I will not be disappointed. So, but I can tell you that a lot of you are not performing well. Then the second assignment I gave was okay. This is the second one now. This is the second one now. All right. There's actually one I gave, but I didn't write it here. But anything I write here is the official assignment. The one I gave in our live class, yes, is official. But if I write it in the group, it becomes more official. I say list the 7 institutional reference points, that is PDRAs, and mark them on the chart for me. That's it. Nobody has submitted anything. This is 3 o'clock, and the time I wrote this was around 8:58 a.m. p.m. yesterday. So I said, still waiting for your assignments. Then also, these are some of my old videos. I can't find Candlestick Part 1. I'll still search my archive. If I find it, I'll send it across. Candlestick Part 2 is there. Part 1 is there. Before, it's not so hard for me to upload on Telegram, you can see. But now it's a bit hard. I don't know, Telegram is badly slow. So all the videos I'm making, if I'm not able to upload them on Telegram, take them to YouTube and send you the YouTube link. That is also good. Alright, so this video, this current one, is going to cover for the first lecture that we did. The first lecture that we did. We have done 4 classes. We had a class on Monday, on Tuesday, on Thursday, and on Friday. Right? That was what we did. The first class is actually introduction, so I really don't want to go there anymore. So I'm not going to say anything about those ones, like retail traders, institutional traders. Those ones are not so important. See, so let's go to our timetable. Okay. Alright, so this is our course outline. We have a setup, and under setup, we be discussing break of market structure, market structure shift, entry, and target. Then also number 2, liquidity and market cycles. We have been doing that a lot. Then PDRAs, then Fibonacci levels, premium, and discount. So what I'm going to do for you is to make I'll do combinations. If it's possible, I can do this and this together, and combinations to make things fast. So the way I'm going to name these videos, I'll title them as lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, lesson 4, stuff like that. It will help. Okay, so now and then also for Mr. John, who happened to join us yesterday, which was our 4th class. So he mixed 3 classes, and I also need to bring him up to date. Alright, so let's try to do 1 or 2 things now. Enough of the talking. Alright. So we began our discussion with market structure. That's where we began. Market structure. I like making these kind of videos in the night so that my people will not disturb me. So if I sense any disturbance, I may just pause the video and see if I can continue later. So I'll not be writing too much. So market structure, I told you guys, is the skeleton of the market. It is the footprint of price. As price moves, it leaves a certain story behind. The story that price tells is what we refer to as market structure. The footprint of the market, the skeleton of the market, and the whole thing you see on the chart and on any time frame is just market skeleton, market structure, skeleton of price. That's it. And I gave you an example that I used to be a hunter, and I said if we go to the bush to hunt, we can use the footprint of an animal to trace them to where, their footprint that is captured by where they used to be able to get to where they are. You see now? So using the past to determine the present. That's what we used to do when I was farming. I used to hunt. Okay. So that is what market structure is. Market structure is everything. It is the strength of price action. You see, without market structure, we will not know market direction. You see, you say that we have a bullish structure or a bearish structure. That's all. Then I took you to the chart to show you what market structure is. Okay, so we'll go to the chart now. And I said on every time frame you can see market structure on every time frame. It's just that as you go higher, structures reduces. Structures are more on the lower time frame than on the higher time frame, because on the lower time frame there are just too many candles. For example, it takes 3 candles on the 5 minutes chart to be the 3 candles on the 5 minutes chart is equivalent to 1 candle on the 50 minutes chart. Can you see that? 7 candles on the daily chart is equivalent to 1 candle on the weekly. You see that? You see, 4 candles on the weekly chart is equivalent to 1 candle on the monthly. So as you go higher, market structure reduces. You see, the highs and lows that you see reduces. Are you there? So now, all these things that you see, which you are already familiar with, they are called highs and lows. These are all highs and lows. But this one is not part of it, please. These are highs and lows. But the thing there is that some are external highs and others are internal highs. some are internal lows and some are external lows. Now, what I want to show you now is, let me go to the traditional understanding of market structure and then say one or two things. Okay, so so look at it now. What you see here is called resistance zone. These are all resistance zones. See, resistance zones, and not just resistance zone. There are turning points in the market. See, as the market price hit here, it changed from a bullish structure to a bearish structure. As price hit here, it changed from a bearish structure to a bullish structure. As price hits here, it changed from a bearish structure to a bullish structure to bearish, then bullish to bullish rather, then bullish to bearish, then bearish to bullish. Can you see that? So at resistance, sellers gain control of price and then they push price down. At support, buyers gain control of price and they put price up. So these are resistance zone, sorry, these are support and resistance zone rather. And another thing is that it's possible for a support to turn to resistance and for a resistance to become support. So we learned all of that from our traditional understanding of market structure. Now, right now, look at this. We have this high. This is an external high. It's an external high. This is an external low, right? It's an external low, external high. Now, look at this high. Look at this high. Look at this high. All those ones are internal highs. They are internal highs. And why do I say that they are internal highs? They are internal highs because the last external high is here. Until you take this one out, you are not forming a new external high. This is an external low. Until you break it, you are not forming a new external low. This is an external low. Until you break it, you are not forming another external low. And if I put this line across like this, you discover that there is a low here which really did not break this. So this becomes an internal low. Are we together? Are we together? Okay. Alright, look at the screen. We have this external high, external low. Now look at all this small thing. So what do you say about them? The only one that qualifies to be called a new low, look at it. If you draw a line here, so you now discover that it's from here that we have a new external low, external low, external low. How about this one? This is the last external low. As long as price has not traded below it, everything inside here becomes internal. Are you following? So that's how it is. Okay, so that's how it is. Right, look at this uptrend. Look at this uptrend. So we have this external high, external high. We have this external low, external low. We have this external low, external low. Now, as we have taken out this low, you already know that this one is no longer an external low because we have a lower low. So this is the external low, this one becomes an internal low. In order for me not to confuse you, I would rather use like this portion. Here you have an external high here, then have a mini low here, then a mini high here, then a mini low, then a mini high, then a mini low. So this is the external low. About all these ones, these are internal highs and lows. I've explained that in details before, so let's move on. Don't forget what I said. I said the traditional understanding of market structure is support and resistance. This is resistance zone, all these things you see. And I said at resistance price, supply is greater than demand. So, and then I said at support demand is greater than supply, so price goes up. Now, one other thing I want you to note is, just a moment, okay. Another thing I want you to note is the concept of key levels. Support and resistance are the key levels when you are dealing with the traditional understanding of market structure. So what most people do is to take out their horizontal line and map out all these zones. They'll map out all these zones. That's what they used to do. So that is I think for this class I should stop here now. So look at it again. This is external high, this is external low. You see that we have not been able to take out this to form a new external low, and we have not, new external high, and we have not taken out this to be able to form a new external low. So this high where you see na internal high, this one where you see na internal low, internal high, internal low. Until we trade above here, we don't have external low, and until we trade below external high, until we trade below here, we don't have external low. Are you following? The last thing I will say, for the sake of John, who just joined us, is the concept of swing high and swing low, swing points in the market. See, this is one swing move. This is another swing move. So this is swing high and this swing low. Swing high, swing low. Swing high, swing low. So notice there's no swing high yet. We don't have any other thing like this. No, it's still forming. So who is a swing trader? Somebody that is able to catch a swing move from here and hold it and ride the trend, or from here ride it, from here ride it. That's a swing trader. Please understand these things. I'm really battling with kata. Is it kata they call it? Yes, kata. So I don't want to talk too much. Okay, look at here. Okay, look at this one. So this is one swing move. One swing move or impulsive move, a correction. Impulsive move, correction. Impulsive move, correction. impulsive move correction. Now this is not really an impulsive move because this is still higher. So I should have taken my line all the way up here. Impulsive move correction. Then impulsive move correction. An impulsive move correction. An impulsive move. Look, I didn't count this because it's not taller than this one, so it cannot be an impulsive move. It's an internal stuff. Spend time on the chart identifying these things. Are you there? So this was what we did. Identified external highs, external lows, and swing points. Swing move. That was the first class that we had. Okay, so I'll stop here for now.